All right. Hello. Happy birthday to Mom. Grand rising, everyone. I hope all is well. I was taking a peek, Lena, up there your way and did see some snow coming in. Yeah, I think we've got some coming in too. Can everybody hear me okay and see me okay? Hi, Carla. Um, Escorpiona 1111. The link is there. I know you tried it yesterday. I don't know what the issue may have been because I still have 4 seats left for today. I don't know if you're possibly in another country, and if that's the case, that may be what the issue is. I'm not sure. Okay. You hear and see my hands. Good deal. Good deal. All right. All right. Well, I've got the banners up for everybody that booked. If you can't make it to your reading, it will be time stamped at the end. When I get done, I'll go through and timestamp everybody, okay? All right. Everybody having a good day so far? William, you booked last week, didn't you? Yours is first up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Okay, now I'm not going to read your bookings out loud, okay? But I may ask you questions. So if you're here, I may ask some questions for clarity on things if needed. Okay, so William, heads up. Okay. Okay. Wow, we have a very similar family situation actually going on, and very similar. Okay, let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna have to tackle these one at a time, and this won't be necessarily a spread. I'm just gonna look at these specific things. We'll tackle the house situation first. Okay. Hang on a minute. I gotta move this. It's in the wrong place, and if I don't move it, I'm not gonna know what when I go look at it next time. Okay, let's look at the William. Let's look at your housing situation first. Show me for William, please. Show me the housing situation for William, please. All right, so we have the 5 of Cups out here. King of Swords. That's how I feel like you feel about it, though. There's somebody here. I see what you mean. This must be like the executor or maybe an attorney involved. William, heads up. I might have some questions for you. Okay. Let me look at your placement real quick. Oh, okay. So that could be you. Let's see. Show me more here about this situation, please. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, I do feel like there's gonna be a change to that housing situation. I feel like it's gonna go it's gonna go in a direction. You're gonna feel betrayed by this. So I feel like you need to get out ahead of that. Okay. In whatever way that is. But I do see that happening. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, something about maybe a prior agreement. There could be something being worked out. Not I don't see it in your favor though. Show me this King of Swords. Interesting. Hang on a minute. Bye, Carla. Love you, girl. I gotta say, it feels like somebody's being kind of wily here. One second, William. I see you, Utah. Yeah, if I don't know what the issue could be. Are you trying the link in the description box? If not, go to collapsecodes.com, click on work with me. It's the first one on the page. Okay. What is the option here for William as far as this is concerned? Are there any options here? Okay. Apparently there is something that you can do here. Yeah, okay. Queen of Swords, the Tower. King of Wands. You may have an option to get an attorney to defend you, at least to prolong it, okay? There could be something that you can file on your own behalf, but I recommend having an attorney, and based off your third question, I'm not sure if that's an option for you, okay? But I do feel like there is something that you can do, but it's going to require getting someone legal involved. But it seems like it only prolongs it, okay? In other words, it just buys you time. Seems like something might be about the money. I'm just looking to see the world. It looks like you have who's this Queen of Cups? There might be somebody that comes to your aid until you are able to figure some things out. Like maybe this is somebody has a spare room you can stay in for a while or something like that. It could be a feminine energy, could be a water sign more specifically. They might even live at a distance or further away. I don't know if it's a friend, maybe another family member. I'm not sure here, but I do see where you have the potential to buy you some time. Okay. In regard to this. Let me look at I remember what your second question was. Okay. This, I will say, it only feels like it buys you some time. It doesn't necessarily resolve the situation. I still see you being, having to move. Okay. I hope that helps as far as that's concerned. Let me look at the second question you had in regard to connection. In regard to relationship, this feels like, I will say, it does feel like this is going to be on your priority list here, as far as your finances and your living situation. So we'll see what comes through with this, though, at least for the time being. Okay, until that gets stable. Okay, there's been a lot of disappointment here, it looks like. Not without lack of trying is what I'm seeing here. 9 of Cups. Okay, the King of Pentacles. 9 of Wands. Yeah, I'm Ember's busy right now. I don't know if y'all can hear her running up and down the stairs. What do you have, a sock? Amber. Bring it here. Hang on. You gotta stop eating socks. Drop it. Drop it. You can't have that, baby. You can't have that. Let me get her something to chew on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Good morning, Jan. Give me 1 second. Here, let's find you something. Come on. Embers. Here, go work on it. Go work on it. She's so funny. I think it's about the socks. I think it's the socks because our scent is on it. She just loves rock. She's just okay. Sorry about that, William. I won't get anything done if she's trying to climb on me like a jungle gym. Yeah, I think there's something here for sure about, yeah, we got to get, there's something about, let me look at your last question because I feel like this is tied to this a little bit. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. So first and foremost, I am seeing something about needing to get I have a feeling this has something to do with Uranus moving into Taurus for you, which that happened on February 3rd. Like all of this stuff that's kind of going on simultaneously. Bear with me. There's a lot of information wanting to come through, and I want to make sure I get it all to you. I know we're looking at the connection situation, but it feels like this has to be resolved first. I feel like that's what this is saying. You don't want you wouldn't want, as far as like your expansion, you wouldn't want it to come through right now. Not that you're like worried about right now, but I'm just telling you, like, that looks like your money situation and your stability, okay, is something that is going to be a focus for you. I'm curious how Uranus might be impacting you specifically, because I'm seeing it here. Okay, can you tell me, interested more in like the connection aspect? I don't want to force this. I just feel like this isn't going to be a priority right now because this other thing is going to take priority. And I feel like this is where Spirit's trying to get you to focus. The fact that, yeah, there's this, I do see a lot of disappointment in that, but I feel like you're going to have to like, okay, they're showing me like building a deck that you're going to have to like set some posts is what I'm hearing. Set some posts. Okay. Dig the hole, put the cement, or put the post in, put the cement in kind of thing. There's something here about needing to do that. That's going to be taking your priority. Heather, I got your message. That was such a sweet message, my love. I got you on here. I'm glad you're here. I meant to respond to you this morning, but I was going in 15 different directions at once. Magician reversed. I'm just going to be quite frank with you here. Relationship does not need to be your focus right now. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying that is on the absolute back, the backest burner that you can get to. Okay. Because this, in order for something to work out, if it was meant to come in, you have to have those posts set first. And I feel like those posts are being uprooted right now. Okay. Right now your focus is needing to be this. So let me see a little bit about this 9 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. I'm sure you know that. Magician reverse is like, so this is like something not coming to fruition that you're trying to, because of the energy that you might be feeling or experiencing. In other words, you're not manifesting an outcome that you want right now. And you're also not able to manifest any options with relationships. Okay. There could be confusion around using your talent, skills, and abilities in order to manifest an outcome. In order to manifest this Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is talking about your wish fulfillment, your desires in life. Okay. It can mean other things, but in this case, I feel like this is what you want out of life, just in general, or what you want even just soon. Okay. But there's something here that is not coming to fruition, and it looks like it's the financial thing. I think something is shifting. If something's going on with your work where there's that thing that you need, the license thing, then I feel like that might be a sign to you that that's not the direction that you're meant to be going in. Okay. Now, I want to get clarity on what that is for you at all. So just bear with me here. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. Man. William, are you familiar with your birth chart at all? Yeah, you're about to be, okay. You're in a place where you're about to be addressing, yes, okay. You are in a place where you're not quite yet. You might feel this coming. There's this energy of removing obstacles in your life and I feel like you're going to be recognizing where that comes from, and I feel like you are going to be healing that. I feel like that might be what this is doing for you, these upheavals, if you will, in your life. Okay, do you know your North Node by chance? I think you're gonna be really like, you're gonna be putting your nose to the grindstone because I feel like you're gonna figure out something for yourself. When I say figure out something, what I mean is like clarity of a path to get as close as peace in your life as you possibly can. I feel like that's gonna be the direction that you're heading. Excuse me. Yeah, I just feel like there's a time coming where you're gonna have clarity and you're gonna be putting your energy into something. Can you tell me what that is? You have a chart. Do you see anything that looks like this? Where's my Sharpie? Okay, it looks like this. See anything like, not this. Not this. That's your South Node. I want this. Let me know if you see anything like that on that chart. Ooh, Seven of Swords. I'm seeing nose to the grindstone. I'm seeing you laying low. I'm hearing like they're showing me Robin Hood for some reason, but then they're showing me like vigilante energy. 10 of Wands. I feel like this is you like disappearing. Yeah. There is a little bit of a battle ahead of you, okay? But I think there's something that is blocking you from really using these gift, skills, talents, and abilities that you have. It's almost like you're stopping yourself. And I feel like that's what I'm talking about. You're coming up to a point where you're going to be addressing and healing that. And that's where you're going to be stepping into your purpose here. Okay. Let me look at, again, I feel like I feel like that's when things are going to get better for you, but I feel like we're looking more at the money situation. I'm not even picking up relationship right now. That's not meant, which is an indication to me as the reader that that's not something you're meant to be focusing on, especially when I'm asking a question and spirit is redirecting me to the thing that needs to be focused on. Okay. Show me the financial situation here. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Okay, Nine of Swords. This is you stressing about what to do. Three of Wands. Right now, you need to figure out what your future looks like for you. What do you want for your future? You got to know that first, because we don't want to fly by the seat of our pants and make these frivolous, not right now, especially not during this astrology, not this year, especially for you being an Aquarius. you don't want to make choices that are just going to be stepping stones to nowhere. You want to have a vision in mind. So I think you need to figure that out. The next question is, what is it that's standing in my way that's keeping me from being my full authentic self out in the world? Okay, because you're here for humanity, you're an Aquarius. And then I feel like you're going to be working on getting rid of those blockages. This is going to be like a feeling the fear and doing it anyway, because when you are stepping, I feel like you're stepping into your North Node. When you are stepping into that North Node, you need to see the image again. I'm sorry. Your Chiron is going to be the answer. This one here. Your Chiron is going to be the answer to removing whatever that blockage is. Okay. I'd be curious. What year were you born? Let me see. It might be in Aries. Could be in Taurus. I think it's probably in Aries. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm thinking here. I don't know that date off the top of my head, so. Now, when you're stepping into your North Node energy, I have a feeling that's what's happening here. When you're stepping into your North Node energy, there's always going to be some fear associated with it. Okay, that's why I say feel the fear and do it anyway. Nike swoosh. Okay, that's what I got for you. Let me know if you find that North Node. Okay, next up we have Megan. Let me put a timestamp. William, I'll timestamp yours a little later. I forgot to write it down. You were here for it, so. Okay, Megan. Megan, I'm going to read your description here, my love. And then Maresa, you're up next. I'm going to read your description, but I'm not going to read it out loud for privacy reasons. Okay. Okay. Simple enough. All right, I want to get a different deck. All right, Megan, and okay, you may have gotten your you're just going to need to maybe email me. If you got it off Astrology Cafe, it probably won't have it. Yeah, I'd need like to actually like talk to you, or at least through email or whatever. There's nothing under that. Yeah, I wonder if you got it off Astrology. Some charts don't have it on there. Okay, I don't know where you got your chart from, so. All right. Megan. Show me for Megan. Show me for Megan. Okay, you have the High Priestess here. Hi, baby. Did you get your cookies out? You must have, because you're over here. She said, yep, I'm licking my lips. Okay, the High Priestess, the Emperor. Okay. I feel like your intuition's talking to you. I'm curious if you're here, Megan. If not, it's okay. I'll timestamp you. I'm curious if you're dealing with a person. Show me where the focus needs to be. If anybody, I'm trying to remember where I put that link at. Hang on, William. I'll think of it in a minute. Show me. You can go there and look it up. William, go to the website, collapsecodes.com. Click on More. Click on Expansion Portal. Click on the Decode Your Nodes course. And then you don't have to purchase it or anything, but go to the description, and I put a link in that description where you can get your own birth chart. Go look there, okay? And see what comes up for you. All right, so 7 of Cups. It's like it looks like a horseshoe with 2 balls on the end, or headphones. My drawing may not really depict it very well. All right. 7 of Cups here and where your focus needs to be. I'm pulling very general for you because you want to cover all topics and you asked for general. So 6 of Wands. Okay. There's something here that I feel like you're not for sure on. You're not certain on. You don't, it could be a little bit of a lost energy. but I feel like there's something here that your intuition's talking to you about. And again, it might be a person. It doesn't, I don't want to say too much until I clarify whatever that is. The name of your game here, though, is success. That's what you're wanting victory and success in your life in whatever area, these areas maybe that you mentioned to me. Show me the High Priestess here. Show me the High Priestess. Thank you. Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is about clarity for you. You're receiving information. Your intuition is speaking to you. You do have a knowing about something, but I think you're questioning it. Show me more. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, you're fighting yourself on something here. Okay, show me this Emperor. Show me the Emperor. She's looking for something. Get it, M. She's looking for a box. Okay, 5 of Cups. Yeah, there's something. Get it, M. Ooh, there's definitely something standing in your way. I don't know what this is for you. Something that you feel like is like controlling your life. That could be work. Okay, it could be a partner. It could be a parent. Somebody here is trying to control your life. You may feel like mixed emotions around like not wanting to experience a loss, but also, needing something different, needing to experience something different. Okay. There's something that's stopping you. I feel like that's what your intuition is talking to you about. I don't know if this is like, again, it's some kind of, it could be a relationship. It could be something like maybe work. With the 5 of Cups being here, it feels more like there's matters of the heart involved or emotions involved. Are you washing those, honey? Babe, you have laundry in the dryer. Can you get that out? And can you start whatever load you're about to start? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Give me a little more about this Emperor. Hey, Brian. Oh, I got your message, but like super early this morning, so I didn't want to text you. The star. I was in bed, I guess, when you sent it. This is keeping you off a path. It's a path you're on that's not aligned with you, is what I'm getting. Show me the 7 of Cups. It's connected to whatever that is. I don't know what that is for you because you were very general, which is okay. It's perfectly fine. I prefer it that way. However, I think you're fighting with yourself on this. I think you're seeking clarity, but you have the answer, so you're conflicted about what that answer is. Okay. Mercury retrograde might do you some good. Okay. 26 is when it actually stations retrograde. We're in the pre-shadow right now, so you'll be working with that energy. It looks like kind of reviewing something. I would just guidance here that I'm getting is to get real quiet. No distractions, no music, no nothing. You, nature, whatever you need to get the answer. Work with some lapis lazuli. Work with it in your left hand. That'll help you get whatever it'll help you to settle on what you're fighting against. Okay, what you're fighting with here, what you're struggling around or about. But as far as your focus here, again, there's time for reflection. Okay, that's needed. Strength. It's going to require a hard thing of you. It's going to require you to do something, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and be brave. And whatever level that is for you, maybe it's many areas. Maybe that's why this is so kind of umbrella-ish for life. Yep, Wheel of Fortune. This is going to require some bravery for you to make some sort of change here. Okay, 6 of Wands here in the near future for you. Ace of Wands. The Chariot. Yeah, you're I feel you going in another direction, whole other direction from something. This could be a move. This could be some sort of creative venture. Okay, maybe this is exploring a little bit, seeing what's out there. There's an in-between here. Can you show me that? What does that look like? I don't know if you're like in some kind of if you're not in, if this isn't about a connection for you, then you'll be moving into one. But it's not until you clear up something that you're fighting against. Otherwise, this could be a person that you're moving on from. Yeah. You have something that is divinely guided. Oof, Judgment, good Lord. Justice, good Lord. Ace of Pentacles, that's all good stuff. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, like I don't know if this is like a relationship that you're in, this could be needing to address an issue, needing to get back on the same page, needing to walk away from something, whatever it is for you. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. But I'm seeing something shifting for sure. But I do see where you're fighting against yourself right now that you actually have clarity on. You actually know what needs to happen. It's just that you may not want to do that. Okay. Okay. I just effed up here. Give me a second, guys. And then Maresa, I've got you. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Maresa? Megan, thanks for booking, love. Appreciate everybody for booking. All right, let's see. All right, Maresa, you are up next. I'm going to timestamp you at 43:15. Takia, I need you to go on somewhere. I'm not going to read your description out loud, okay? Just for privacy reasons. Okay, reading. Oh, I gotcha. I had to take a minute to reread that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. So Maresa, I'm going to cover this, what you booked primarily. I'll touch on the other. I see that you mentioned career and living situation. So I'll just touch on that. I'm not going to go in detail on that though. Okay. All right. Let me see here, my love. Could you give me, I see you're, okay. Oh, maybe you did. Yes, I see. Okay. Sag, Sun, Cap, Rising. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Send me overall energy, please. For this situation for Maresa. Did you say I was saying your name right? You said yes. Thank you. I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay. All right. Queen of Wands. Just give me a minute. Let me get some cards out here so I have more time to talk. Five of Pentacles. I'll tell you what we're looking at in a minute. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Just give me a minute, babe. He thinks you're walking away. Bear with me. I'm just pulling, focusing on what I'm seeing coming through. So then I'm going to relay it to you. Okay. I need clarity on this Queen of Wands though. Give me this Queen of Wands, please. What? I know you're probably going crazy right now. Just bear with me. I'm going to get a clear picture here. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm getting. I feel like I don't know if this person feels like their days are numbered. Okay. I want to say a part of me feels like this person is in denial about something. They may be misinformed, okay, about where you really stand. They may be assuming where you stand. I'm just going to say it how I'm getting it. It kind of You said yes he does. Okay, listen, I kind of feel this feels they keep showing me the movie Bucket List with Morgan Freeman and what's the other guy's name? Jack Nicholson, which is a hysterical movie if you haven't seen it. I think it almost feels like this person is like gonna live their bucket list or something. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? I hope that makes sense. I do get this person that's interesting. I'm picking up like this person's thoughts on occasion. There's something about not wanting to like I'm hearing do this to you. Yeah, but there's like this also like this person, it's not that they don't feel good enough, it's that again, I keep getting like this days are numbered kind of thing. I got you. Yeah, this is like he's going out with a bang. They're I don't remember. Hang on a minute. There's a poem or like let me see if I can't find it. I'll tell you what it is. Hang on, I'm trying to find it. I don't remember the name of it, and I vaguely remember the poem, but they're giving me that part, and I wish I could relay it to you. Is this it? Hang on. That's not it. Is something to the effect of like when I get to the end of this is total paraphrasing. It has maybe some of you know. When I get to the end of my life and I'm like it came from somebody that was in the military. So there was some maybe it's like leaned up against the wall, you know, you've been in battle, like you're feeling really tired and rough and you're on your deathbed, right? Maybe you got shot or something. Okay. And the poem refers to like smelling like gunpowder and liquor or something like that. I don't that's what's coming through. I hope that makes sense. I can't remember the name of the poem. Maybe somebody knows. Um But this person is like, they're just gonna live it up, is what it feels to me. This person is like living free for the first time in their life. It feels like that kind of energy. And this, like, I don't want to do this to you. This person not wanting to do this to you. I feel like they don't want you to see this. Very Sag like, by the way. Very Sag like. Um what's this Two of Swords? I don't get that this person is really open to, yeah, they're not really open to tying themselves down. You know what I mean? Give me like a deeper thing here behind the Fool. Yeah. I wish I could give you better news here for your sake. Yeah. But I feel like this person, they don't want to be tied to anything, and I think it's because of what's going on in their life, though. I feel like they just wanna live their life forever, how long they have it, and they wanna, it's very, like, risky behavior, I will say that. Mm. This person does see you as walking away anyway. Like, something got to be too much for you. Yeah. I feel like the tender spot here, as I like to call the ooey gooey center of their cinnamon bun. Um, I feel like that part of them doesn't want to hurt you. They don't want you to hurt over this. This feels like when they're very honest with themselves. You know what I mean? Like when they're maybe in those moments alone. Um, where he's very honest with himself, or maybe when he's intoxicated or something like that, okay? He may be aware that that's something that has contributed to the circumstances, like, it feels like he's becoming like, "This is what's done this to me," and it could be that he hasn't felt very good about himself, so he didn't treat himself very kindly, so I'm picking that up as well. Are you good, honey? What's going on right now? Show me this Chariot. Thanks, Allison. Appreciate that, babe. This person feels like they think they're doing the right thing here. I don't know that this is something that's coming back together, my love. I feel, if you were wondering about that, okay? I don't feel like it is. What's this? What's this 10 of Cups? This is something that you don't know here. If there was somebody that he wasn't talking to in his family, I see that that could be happening. Like maybe if he's making contact with people that maybe he's been estranged from, like he might be, yeah, telling family. I don't know if he is. I hope this isn't the case, and I'm, yeah, yeah. I hope this isn't the case. Wait a minute. Let me go back to this. This person has regrets around not feeling like they didn't like wow. This person may not have been like fully like sober. There's something about escapism here from something. This person may have missed out on some important times in their life, like the actual experience, like being absorbed in the experience because of this drinking here I'm seeing. There may not be hang on a minute. Is he trying to speed up the process here, or is he trying to, or is there a cease to this? I don't know. That almost wanted to come out reversed. Hang on a minute. Even in my hand. Yeah, okay. Either there could be some regrets around like connections that have ended because of this, because of a vice, okay, or some sort of escapism. It doesn't have to just be the drinking. It could be anything. Yeah, he's becoming very conscious of something. Now, I don't know if he's trying to speed up the process and like it actually feels, because it feels like he might be in between here, stopping, cutting something off, not doing something anymore, and like really experiencing things in whatever time he may feel like he has left. I wonder if he hasn't gotten some sort of time frame. I don't know if you're aware of this. I see him making contact with family. There could be somebody that he's been distant from or estranged from or whatever, or it could just be connections that like were ruined because of this. I'll look at that. Next moves is the Page of Pentacles, so it could be something coming through. Okay, show me this Page of Pentacles. The Hierophant. It could be about decisions that he made. It could be that he wants to give you something. Eight of Pentacles. The Moon. Give me one moment. Yeah. King of Wands. This could be some sort of man, I'd be curious to look at what's going on in his fourth house. Because fourth house can rule like into life affairs. I feel like he might want to include you in something. Show me this Moon, King of Wands. I gotta say though, I don't know. Yeah, there's Eight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this isn't the last you've heard of this person. I feel like he may want to include you on something. He may feel like he wants to give you something. You said drunk. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing this. Drunk for years and abandoned his family. Wife died from cancer. He had cheated on her, and he cheated on me with the same woman. I forgave, pulled him through cancer, and I understand he needs his time. Yeah. I feel like he doesn't want people to like worry about him and like watch him go through this. That's what this feels like to me. I do feel like he's preparing for the end of life though. And I don't know if you know that, or like if you like, he may have gotten like something like, I'm telling you, there's something about that movie. They keep showing me this movie. I think it was like you got like 6 months to live or something like that. I don't know if he's been given like a certain amount of time. This could be things revolving around marriage and revolving around like parenthood, fatherhood, that kind of thing. Did you say he had children? I don't know if he has children or not, but it doesn't have to be fatherhood, just could be. And there's something about what, if I don't know what his work situation, income situation is like, but there's something that I feel like he wants to give you. He or leave you with. This could be like signing something. But then I don't feel like he really sticks around. Now he may come to tell you about all this. That may be what I'm seeing happening, because he's going to have to, I don't know, he doesn't have to talk about it, but I do see this Eight of Wands here. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. He may not know if you want to talk to him. You know what I mean? There could be that back and forth about that in his head about it. So he may just do something outright. The potential is there, I feel like, with the Eight of Wands though. Okay. He has 5 children. Wow. Yeah. I think he's trying to like, fix his wrongs in a short amount of time. That's what it feels to me. Okay. I hope that helps. Let me, I'm just going to touch on your other thing real quick. Can you remind me what that was? I know it was like living situation, and I don't remember if you said career or. Show me around living situation. Okay. Yeah. You might be trying to figure out what to do with something here financially. Maybe something's gotten to be too much or something's not enough. Six of Cups is here. Queen of Swords. You're welcome, my love. I'm sorry it's not better news, but... And the Magician. I feel like you don't... I want to tell you this. I feel like you don't need to repeat anything that you have been doing. I feel like this is about what's next for you. What's this Wheel of Fortune about? I feel like you're hoping something changes, or there's some decisions maybe that you need to make. Yeah, you definitely want something to get better here is what I'm seeing. The more, let me tell you this, the more honest you get with yourself, not that you're being dishonest, but maybe you're unhappy in a certain area of your life, or there's something that you're just like, it could be better. This is about you seeing why that's important and you doing what you need to do to make that area of your life better. Does that make sense? And I think there are some decisions, or there is a decision. I feel like there are decisions though that need to be made. Especially where finances might be involved. But I am getting that you don't need to be repeating anything from the past. Maybe this is going back to an old job, I don't know what it could be, or because I feel like this is more than one area here. Very unfulfilled all around lately. I just heard hope and despair. I don't know if that means anything to you. Can you show me, is there going to be like some clarity that's coming in, or... Okay, Four of Wands. Something about the home. So you did mention living situation. Yeah, I see you leaving that. I do see you leaving that. Something about where you're going, that's going to be required anyway. This might even be the first step, since this is the first thing that came through. Let me just... Sorry, it's another cloudy day, which I just absolutely love when it's a cloudy day. Like when I'm doing these readings for you guys, it just sets the mood. Hi, Bubba. Bubba's got a big head. A little more here. The Empress. Yeah, I think you need to, if you don't know what you want or where you want to go, that's been kind of a big theme in the collective lately. Love you, darling. Then I feel like this might be about like really making some lifestyle changes even. Let me look at your birth date again. Yeah. Okay. Teak. Man. Can y'all see this big-headed monsters? You can't see them. Okay, I need you to go. Okay, wait, and I'll take you out in a minute. Then I see you moving first and then work changes or something like that. Or it feels like you could be in a whole new environment or a whole new community or something like that. You're going to be around new people is what I'm seeing. feel like you need to get clear on what you want, okay? What you're trying to create for your life. I'm definitely getting you not needing to repeat anything. Ooh, 4 of Pentacles, the Tower. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that feels like everybody. It doesn't feel like it's just you. 10 of Pentacles reverse. I have been seeing for the longest time. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I've been seeing, I think we all kind of know what's coming. Some change to the financial system or something like that. Okay. I don't feel like it's just you. I feel like it's like, how do I manifest with all this going on? And the 10 of Pentacles reverse. I can't believe that was there like that. There's a lot of fear that comes up. A lot of, what the Tower is. A lot of fear that comes up. Yeah, this is collective. What I'm picking up here is collective. I need you to go, sir. Don't be afraid of this. Okay. Don't be afraid of this. Because it feels like create the kind of life you want. Start working toward that. You need to pay attention to that because it's going to put you in a good position. Okay. But just keep in mind, there's going to be some fears that come up that I'm seeing here. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the chat, but I could go to Florida again. Okay. Well, figure something out. Because again, I don't feel like this is just you. I feel like this is a collective thing. There is some sort of shift in where you're living, I'm seeing, but it also puts you in the right community. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. Hope it makes sense. We're just going to turn that around. It needs to happen, really. Like, it just needs to happen. It needs to happen. Okay. Unfortunately, now whether you're prepared for that or not, it's a different story. Oh, man. I tell you. Okay, Maresa, I'm sorry. I really appreciate your booking. I hope it was helpful. Okay, who is next? Is Sherri here? Sherri C? Crazy man Sherri? All right, Sherri, I'm going to timestamp you. I'm not sure that I'm doing this next week yet. I actually will probably have the time to do it because I'll just have the time to do it. So I may post that for you guys if you see the first on the website, then it's a yes. If you don't, then it probably won't be till the 8th. I may not do this every week. I just do it when I feel like doing it. Okay. Let's see here. Is Sherri here? You are here. Okay, good deal. All right, let me see. Oh, whatever you need to know. Okay. Well, before we do it, let me burn a little Palo Santo. Timeout. What are you doing? What are you doing? Sherri, before I get started on your reading, I'm going to take the dogs out so that I can sit for a while uninterrupted. So hang on, guys. They're like all staring at me. But how much you want to bet? Because it's raining, I take them out and they don't want to go. Hold on. Oh, juror. It's not letting you book because they're all booked, my love. That's why. I may be doing this next week if you see it. Oh, if you see it listed on the website. Hang on, guys. We're going to need the Palo Santo today. Come on. I don't know why that's happening. Bear with me, my loves. Let's try it that way. Okay. That'll do. Okay, love. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's going to take a minute. I'll timestamp it. Okay. Bye, Laziza. Okay, Sherri. Sorry about that, babe. Everybody, sorry. Okay, 1:14:27. Okay. All right, Sherri, let's see what comes through here for you. Show me for Sherri, please. Show me for Sherri, please. Is there something that's being resisted by someone? Seven of Wands. It's about some sort of choice or decision that needs to be made. Okay. You're supposed to be focusing on either travel or doing something, taking some kind of action. Let me ask you something because I know a little bit about your situation. I don't know what's going on. Let me just clarify the Seven of Wands. I feel like you're supposed to be free, if that makes sense. You're not supposed to be like being tied down to something. Whoop. Okay, you know something in your intuition here. Okay, intuitively, you know something, and there's resistance around like you trying to express like what you know. That's what I'm picking up. Like you have this feeling and you hope somebody doesn't make a certain kind of decision. Okay. But they need to make that decision. I feel like I've said this to you before. I feel like I've said to you about they need to make the decision. Show me the Two of Wands. Yeah, I think you're worried about a decision that somebody's going to be making or a choice that needs to be made. Okay, you have some sort of knowing about the situation. The other side of this doesn't have that knowing. But this is like one of those things where it's not, I know what the situation is, so I don't want this to come across like the wrong way, but it's like it's this person's responsibility. Like there's something about you not feeling like you need to fix something. Does that make sense? Yeah. This is about your dad again. There could be something about like once you make this decision, like I'm not or what if this is the decision that you're going to make, I'm going to support that, but I feel like it's the wrong one. Now you may not necessarily be saying that. But I feel like it could be like there's no kind of going back. Yeah, I feel yeah. Has he made the decision to go back already? Listen, I think that the gist of this is that I feel like you're meant to be, like, freeing you're meant to be kinda living free right now is how this feels. And this, like, ties you down, and and I am getting, like, it's the responsibilities on him for whatever transpires, you know? Show me the Knight of Wands. Yeah, the Tower. Eight of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Let the heavens fall is what I'm seeing. This is you living on your terms, living free. That's how it's coming through. Show me the Fool and the... Okay. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, what I'm seeing is that there's the Judgment. Yeah, this is like letting whatever is going to befall in the situation happen. Let whatever's going to happen. There's something about you not being meant to be tied down by this. I hope that's helping. I don't know if that brings you some sort of confirmation or whatever, but I'm seeing that you're meant to be able to move freely about the cabin here. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I don't get I see what you're trying to do. I'm guessing the decision's already been made or whatever, but it's just like it's this person's kind of stuff to deal with. I get your concern. I totally get your concern. Okay. I hope that's helpful, love. Thanks, Sherri. Let me know. Okay, Pam is next. I'm going to pull Pam's up and... Okay, gotcha. Just a message. Very good. Okay, let me do that. All right, Sherri. Keep me abreast of your adventures. Okay. All right, Pam, I'm going to timestamp you here. Okay, for Pam. Can I get a message from Spirit, please? Can you give me a message? Pam. I'll see ya next month. Okay. All right. Well, higher power. Let me just... Okay. Whatever. I think you don't need to worry with whatever it is. I don't think you need to worry. This is like seeing the hand of God move here. Okay. Working in the mysterious ways, if you will. The start. If there's something that you're waiting on an outcome for, I feel like that's a good outcome. If you're waiting on something like as far as like healing or anything like that, I feel like something could be healed. Ooh, something definitely could be healed or restored. Oh, financially, wasn't there something financial going on? This could be a healing to finances. I don't recall. I can't recall. 9 of Wands. Oop, come here. There's the Leo that always shows up in your reading. I don't know. Did we ever figure out who that was? There could be something restored, whatever that means for you. I feel like there could be something restored, something that hasn't been easy. This could be like a reconciliation of some kind. I don't, hang on a minute. Tied to family. What is the star exactly about? There's something that's been amiss, or there's something that's been out of whack here with the 5 of Swords. There's something that has needed healing. That could be what this is. There could be healing to something here. There could be something that's becomes more established with finances. Maybe we go from owning one rental home to a second rental home or something like that. Okay, I'm just giving you examples. These aren't specifics. So it would impact something with your resources, finances, but I see it's in a positive way, or something gets better. But this could also be some kind of reconciliation energy. Maybe time spent with somebody that you haven't seen in a long time that you miss. It could be something like that. Yeah, 9 of Cups. I feel just gonna tell you, I don't know what you're alluding to. Oh, this is for a trip. Okay, I gotcha. You asked for a message from spirit, so I'm gonna give you what I'm getting, okay? Whether it's about a trip or not. There's something here about something being restored. So I don't know if you're connecting to somebody. I feel like if this is like it feels like you connect, and then maybe it's not a disconnect. It's like you feel fulfilled. You feel better about where things stand with something. That's what I'm picking up here. Where maybe it hasn't been the greatest. So if this is pertaining to a trip, then I feel like something might get resolved. If you're going to see like a family member or a person, there could be something that's resolved in the situation. Okay? That's what I'm seeing. I see some sort of resolution where things haven't been the greatest. You may also notice that if this is about a person, that something is kind of better in their life, some area of their life is better. Okay? I see it's like somehow tied to family or something like that. Okay? All right, my love. I hope that was helpful. I appreciate you. All right, who is next? Heather. Heather. Thank you, Pam. Have a nice trip. Okay, if I don't see you before then, of course. I gotta refresh this. What's up? Let me refresh this. Oh, y'all hold on one second. My daughter called me. Give me a sec. Okay, Heather. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna read your thing here. Let me put your name up. And let me timestamp you. Okay. I'm gonna go read your thingamajig. You're welcome, Pam. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Ooh. Hi, sweetie. Okay, hang on a minute. Aquarius was questioning. Oh, I see. Okay. Girl. Okay. Okay. So you're here with me. So I'm just going to look at the situation that you're actually inquiring about. Okay. And then you can fill me in on things as we go if you need to, or if you feel like you want to. Okay. You don't have to. People like to, they don't like to say much because they want to see if this is all real. Okay. Y'all go lay down. I tried to take you out and you stood there staring at me like deer in the headlights. Go lay down. Okay, Heather, you're here. Okay, good deal. All right, let's see here. Janice, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. I didn't think this was supposed to be a monetized video, but I appreciate that. Or a monetized live, rather. Thank you, hon. Yeah, it looks messy, Heather, for sure. Okay, let's see here. Show me this situation with Heather here. I'm going to focus in on the twin aspect, okay? Okay. 7 of Wands. I'm going to pull some cards here. I got to kind of move, not quickly. I give you guys about 10, 15 minutes. I try to. Sometimes they go a little longer. Sometimes if the point is across, it's shorter, but I got a lot of people to cover here. All right, so Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like part of the problem as far as contact is somebody's like extremely comfortable in isolation or something like that. That may be you. It could be them though. It could be both of you. It could be mirroring. Okay, 5 of Swords. Interesting. I feel like there might have been I feel like there's some trust issues. I don't know if this person, I don't know, just hear me out. Like there could have been something about like, I don't want to give out your business. Like you're in this situation, but you're dealing with me over here, right? There could have been some lack of trust because of that. We have the 9 of Swords. I'm going to tell you what I'm saying. Okay, just bear with me. Man, I was not expecting that, but I want to clarify that first. Just give me a moment. 7 of Wands. This person's in a place where they're not really allowing themselves to really be happy, whatever that is for them. It doesn't have to pertain to you at all, but yeah, I feel like there's kind of a desire here to initiate something, but I feel like somebody's really comfortable in their energy. Okay, I'm referencing this person that we're talking about here. There are feelings there, but they're not being expressed. They're not being shared. There could even be a crossroads on whether they should share them. Okay. This person, I wonder if you feel this because this person is kind of like in that energy of thinking about this, actively kind of experiencing the situation in some like body, mind, and spirit here. Okay. Show me the 7 of Pentacles. However, I want to be quiet because I wasn't expecting that. So this person may surprise me. They don't want to be rushed, but they want to take their time with something here. What does that pertain to? They don't want to be rushed. I'm not saying you are. I feel like you're probably not talking to this person. If you are, it's very minimal. I don't feel like you are. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. 3 deer run across the yard, stop to drink at the pond. 1 bark, Tito. How fitting for... Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Let me see. Yes, he thought I was... Yeah. Okay. He thought you were because of your situation. There was a lack of trust there. Okay. Zero contact. All right, let me see this Five of Swords. I feel like this person wants to take time to even figure out where they want to go. Like they may not be 100% certain. Okay. When I say go, I mean, like, what do they want for their life? Okay. Where are they headed here? Instead of like an aimless energy. I don't feel this person aimless. I just feel like they don't want to be rushed. They want to take their time. But if the right thing have the right situation, right atmosphere, environment is provided, they would move forward. They would move on it because they would know. So there's something about like wanting to take their time with something here. I feel like they don't want to rush. Seven of Pentacles is a slow energy. Four of Pentacles is nothing's moving. Okay. But the Chariot is here, the fastest card in the deck. Fastest moving card in the deck. It could be on commitment. Okay. Could be about commitment. It could be maybe they just want to focus on their money right now before they move forward toward anything. It could be that as well. I see the feelings, but I also see this like maybe not willing to share those. Yeah, definitely deep feelings. Okay, so the feelings are there. That is recognized by this person. Show me this. Let me just see more about this Five of Swords here. Okay, the Sun. Yeah, I feel like this person didn't trust the situation. They may know that they had it all wrong. Do they know that they had it wrong? Part of it was their fears. Yeah. Part of it was their fears. They may have felt like, okay, this thing is going on while this is going on, and that's not the right thing. I feel like this person has some integrity. I don't know. Did this person know about the existing situation? I feel like they did. I think this person thought there was some games or something like that going on. Okay. Or that this wasn't going to go anywhere because of that. And I do feel a lack of trust. Can you show me this High Priestess in its mind space here? Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. If there is some kind of ending to the existing situation, I feel like this person, they may think about reaching out. They may be waiting on that. I don't necessarily see waiting, but they could like keep an eye on that situation. Tell me more about that. Man. There would be some work this person is aware that there would be some work on ourselves before this could be like something. I think this person would be afraid that like you'd step out on them or something like that. I think this person is aware that like there would need to be some work that would need to be done within ourselves in order to make something work. But I feel like they might keep an eye on your situation. Yeah. So you may hear from this person when that happens. Oh, can I ask? I wonder what this person does. How would they find out information about you? Because that doesn't feel like information you'd necessarily be broadcasting. I don't know if you guys have some sort of mutual thing or like there's somebody that you know that they know that, that kind of thing. Unless you're like flat out like posting about this, I don't know why you would, but something like that. Show me this Nine of Swords. Show me the Nine of Swords here. I think this person probably has a desire to talk to you. It could be about why they walked away. I do feel like they're keeping an eye on things. I just don't know how. Exactly. I think this person would give this another shot. Show me more about that Seven of Wands, though. Oh, this is about talking. Okay, so interesting. Show me the Three of Cups, then. person's resistant to talking right now. It seems like tattoo artists have ways of doing anything. The ones I know. Okay. So the 3 of Cups with Temperance. So that's funny. 3 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. King of Cups, 9 of Cups. Yeah. They just don't want there to be I feel like they would want something to be free and clear. I like this person's energy, actually. I don't know where they were when you guys were interacting, but I feel like this person's grown some, or there's something about integrity here that they have. Like, it may not be what man says integrity is, but this person's personal level of integrity, you know what I mean? Which is, I feel like, is they have a unique way of looking at things, I'm seeing. They may want to know if there's a chance or if there's a shot at something here. Okay. I just feel like they don't want anything sneaky or have to sneak around or something like that. So yeah, free and clear is what I'm getting. Free and clear. It's like, yep, if it's free and clear, we can do this. This person's keeping an eye on that situation. Okay. That's what I got. That's what I got. Okay. Who's next here? I hope that was helpful, babe. Thank you, Heather. That was such a sweet message you sent me. I really appreciated that. I'll respond to it. I get around to it. It's just I'm one person doing a job for like 10 people. All right. Karen. All right, love. All right, let me put Karen up here. All right, let me see. Karen, I'm going to read your description. I hear you, girl. Okay. Okay. I'll put it to you this way. Karen, let me know if you're here. Let me timestamp you. 1:41:09. Okay. Billy, I feel you. Okay. Karen. Let me get a deck. I feel like I want to go traditional with you. Okay. Show me for Karen. Show me for Karen, please. Show me for Karen, please. There's the burnout. Yeah, you're about to put something down here. 10 of Wands is your overall energy. This is the challenge is alignment. There might be something that's a little uncomfortable that you would need to do in order to get into alignment. It might be like become uncomfortable. The High Priestess. Yeah, there's why do you need to focus on what your intuition is telling you. Your intuition is trying to steer you into alignment, into a position that is aligned for you. Okay. And I don't just mean work. I just mean like energetically into a position, right? You are aligned with something that is also aligned with you, which is telling me that that's not happening because you're still currently involved in this 10 of Wands. You haven't put the Wands down yet. Show me near future energy, please, for Karen. Thank you. King of Wands. Okay. don't know if that has to do with a person yet or something that you're going to be doing. Okay, show me this. Let me look at yeah. Okay, I was looking at your birthday, your zodiac sign. Show me this 10 of Wands, please. You are ready to let this go. Beyond ready. You were ready yesterday. It's really just boils down to you making a decision. The decision that actually pulls you away from this is what's in alignment. Our fears I'm getting ringing in my left ear all of a sudden. The fears. Hang on, let me let that pass. That's really interesting. Hang on a minute. Okay. All right then. I hear you. Yes. The right thing for you to do, even if it's uncomfortable, you may not want to hear this, okay? But the right thing for you to do, even if it's uncomfortable, in other words, what is in alignment is for you to make the decision that you are not making right now. I think you already know what that is. There's fears that are involved. Now, you've probably heard me say this 100 times. If you watch me for any length of time, your intuition's not going to dig a hole on the other side of you acting on that intuition for you to fall face first into and get buried alive. Okay. That's not what your intuition does. Your intuition is there to steer you. That's why it's a suggestion, because it offers you the choice of free will. You can choose whatever you'd like. What do you like? What would you like to do? The universe wants to step in and assist us when we listen to that, because it's going to provide because when we're listening to it, we're becoming more in alignment, right? So it's going to provide the resources. The resources are going to be there. The need is going to be met. There's like this safety net that comes in to kind of keep you from falling face first. Okay. So there is a decision that you need to make. There's an action that you need to take, and you're experiencing the burnout because you haven't done that yet. Show me the Lovers. The Hangman. So there's delays from the alignment. I think there's something that wants to come in for you. There's the fears. You might be trying to like just turn a blind eye to it, or just push through, or there's something about you needing some kind of rest for sure, but you're not giving yourself to that out of fear. You're not giving yourself that out of fear. There's fears there. Because I feel like this would be copious amounts of rest and time that you would need. You're being asked to give that to yourself. Now, I understand where the fear is coming from. The fear is coming from not wanting to become unstable. I think we need to know what that King of Wands is for sure. So we'll get there. Show me a little bit more about that moon, though. Hey, I'm telling you, you have fears around making the decision of walking away from something. Show me this High Priestess. Okay, this is where your focus needs to be. All right, this is following your heart. It may feel foolish, but your intuition is telling you to do something that feels foolish. Now, I mentioned this recently. I did a reading. I don't remember what reading it was, but I mentioned like that I had just reposted a video because it came up again about leaps of faith aren't always logical. I really feel like there's maybe a wound associated with this fear. We don't want to touch that wound. We don't want to reopen that wound. The Two of Wands. The choice here is going to incite that within you. It's going to bring it up. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like a workhorse energy. Look at you. Look at this. So the Strength card is the card in the tarot that overcomes the devil, right? Defeats the devil. This is you overcoming. This is workhorse energy. Something is not energizing you. It's not feeding you. It's not offering you vitality. It's draining you. It's taking from you, right? And so that then we look at it from our human minds, like I've got to have a roof over my head and I have bills to pay. But we don't look at it from our soul's perspective, what our soul needs, because we don't think like if I'm giving myself what my soul needs, then my needs are going to be met. We don't look at it from that perspective. We don't have that much faith as human beings because we have this physical vessel that we have to take care of, right? Um but there is something about giving your soul what it needs. Let me see this King of Wands. This might be, if you listen to this, I'm going to clarify it, but this might be the thing that the safety net. Okay, there's the Ace of Swords. Wow, the Emperor. This could be somebody showing their support, especially if it's a spouse. This could be somebody saying, "Hey, I heard you quit your job. We'd really love to have you over here." It could be something like that. This is somebody who wants to pay you. This is what's on the other side of this. Three of Swords. I think this is going to be overwhelming. Yep. The World and the Page of Wands. I think this is going to be overwhelming. I think you're worried about money. And I think something comes in pretty quickly. Now, I will say, maybe it could be, if you do this now, maybe by Aries season, I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's up to you. You know your situation better than me. Don't make a decision based off this, what I'm telling you. Make a decision based off what your intuition is guiding you to do, okay? But there is something here about you having some kind of clarity. And this, if you do this now, this could be coming through by Aries season. It feels pretty quick. The Knight of Swords is a pretty quick moving energy. I think this is going to be a little like emotional for you, overwhelming for you, because it's like the universe is proving to you that it's on your side, that like it's there to assist you. It's not there to work against you. I think you're maybe not looking at something as positively as you could, again, because there's a fear that is connected to a wound that's where you're struggling with. That's why you're still where you are. Okay. Does that make sense? All right, my love. All right. That's what I've got for you. I hope that was helpful. I hope it was helpful. You are being asked to make a decision on something, and it feels uncomfortable because it feels like it threatens your stability in some way, but it looks like you're going to be taken care of. Okay. All right, my love. I appreciate you. Karen, let me know because I don't think you're here. All right. Next up is Aaron. Okay. I'll give you guys a rundown of who's next. Then I have Laziza. I have Eubi. Eubi booked one. Then I have Brian, and then I have Marquis, and then I have Jane, and then I have Sarah. If I'm missing you, let me know so I can refresh my page. I just haven't refreshed it here. Okay, I'm going through. Yes. Okay, got you. Let me get you some guidance then here. Okay. I'm going to give you a timestamp, Aaron. Let me know if you're here. If you're not here, I have read your description. Just give me a moment. Where is that? Let me use this here. All right. Show me, please, for Aaron. Show me for Aaron. Peace. Yeah, this is all look, you have 23 and 22. I think when you're feeling some kind of like, oh my gosh, this feels really unstable, or oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening. I feel like this is about you trusting what you're experiencing here. Okay. Let me just see what wants to come through for you though. I think all is good. Everything's okay, even if it feels unstable. Let me look at your birth date again. 120. Okay. All right. Let's get some overall energy here for Aaron, please. Go lay down, Emberberry. Show me overall energy, please, for Aaron. Okay, the Page of Cups. Yeah, some things might feel a little raw at times. I feel like you're going through like you feel good, but then there's like this spiraling or something. All right, the Empress. Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of information that I feel like you just kind of need to be sit and receiving some information. Okay, and this feels like through downloads. Feels like through downloads. However, the Seven of Wands is there, so yeah. You could be or will experience some changes, little fluctuations here and there. You might be finding like you're desiring certain things, or you no longer are fulfilled by certain things. Things don't matter to you anymore. It's because you're healing. Um, you're healing whatever the need was at the time when you connected with this, when you manifested that, when you started to interact with it. I feel like again, this Page of Cups feels like rawness. There could be an emphasis on needing to forgive yourself as well. If that energy is there, there could be something about like we need to work on forgiving ourselves. I don't get that as much as I feel like at times you might feel very raw, very vulnerable. Yeah, you may not know which way to go. I feel like this is about these things that I'm picking up that are or what to do in certain situations. You might feel tied to some things that you again maybe feel disconnected to or feel dissatisfied by. What is it? Tell me more about the Seven of Wands, please. I wonder if there might be a spouse involved. There doesn't have to be. If there is, somebody may not agree with your decision, or you could expect something to go south very quickly if you initiated some kind of change. I think you're changing. I think you're probably outgrowing something. It could be a work environment, but I feel like potentially there's a spouse here. The energy supports a spouse being present. Yeah, there's justice, and if there is, it's probably something that you've been kind of keeping to yourself. Tell me about these downloads here. There could be some, if there is again another person that you're dealing with, there could be some like anger or like some coldness. There could have been some kind of mood shift. Okay, and this again doesn't have to necessarily pertain to a spouse if that's not the case for you. But I see energy that supports a spouse. But this could just be like energetically, maybe you just don't want to, you don't want to talk to anybody. Okay. It could be like you got people that are being sweet to you or whatever, but people that you actually care for, people that you interact with on a regular basis or that you respect, and you could just feel like your mood is funky. Okay. Romantically, there could be a person though that I'm picking up here. Um, you could feel too like something isn't going to be good enough. Like if let's say let's say you want to make some changes, and that's going to require you maybe having to disconnect from something. It could be that like what you feel like you have to offer in exchange for that, or to try and do the right thing, could feel like not enough, or you might think that it's not going to be enough for a certain person. Maybe they have high standards or whatever. Yeah, 9 of Swords. I mean, I see your concern about there's gotta be a connection here with what I'm picking up. Here's the gist of it. I think that there's something that you are energetically entangled with, and whatever that is for you. And I feel like because you're changing, you're spiritually evolving, that maybe you've outgrown the pond you're in or the tank you're in. Okay. If it's not that, you could just feel like something really needs to change in a situation. Don't start, bug. Shh. Quiet girls. Quiet girls get cookies. Okay. She's staring at me like she's gonna pitch. Here she comes. Oh god. You have this star. This feels like for peace, to obtain, to achieve peace. I don't know if you are with a person, maybe there's just fighting and maybe there's anger from someone. This isn't going to be an easy thing to do from what I can tell. I just feel like something is going to be changing for you. I don't think it's an easy thing to navigate necessarily. You may feel like somebody's not going to understand, or that they're really going to push against you. This could like destroy their whole world in their eyes. But I feel like you want to do the right thing for you, or there's an energy like your soul is calling and you must go. I say this sometimes. Sometimes I put these titles out too because that's what it is. Your soul is calling and you must go. I feel like there's something maybe about peace, and for you to be at peace with yourself, it requires you to remove yourself from a situation, or it requires you to address something with somebody. Um, and I think you're worried about doing that. I think you're worried about doing that. It has something to do with like your sovereignty. So you might be identifying what that looks like. You might be in the process of like maybe putting out into implementing some boundaries in some area, or like this is what my needs are. This is what, I recognize this, but this is where I'm at. There's something like that. All right. That I feel like you're working to the point where you can address this, or where you can initiate whatever this is. Okay. I hope that's helpful. All right. Thank you, Aaron. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Laziza. She had to go, didn't she? All right, let me see. Sir, you need to go lay your big butt down. Go take your big head and chill. Uh-oh. Oh, that's because you emailed me. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Girl, everybody's been going through it these past few weeks. Okay. Oof. Okay. I see the work thing. I think this is a collective thing more than anything. It's like in the astrology right now. I'll pull a general spread to see what comes through for you. Okay. All right, love. I'm going to put you a little earlier on the timestamp so you'll know when you get here. Okay. Okay. Show me for Laziza. Thanks for hanging out with me, even if I'm not reading for you. I appreciate that, guys. That's cool of you to come hang with us. All right, let's see here. Show me some overall energy. I think you're probably feeling astrologically, which, yeah, okay. I'll email you about something because you might want to participate. I'll email you. Okay, so show me this flexible energy. Yeah. This is what I'm getting. I feel like you don't need to be worried. You just need to ride the wave here for the time being. Show me some overall energy here for this, please. Show me some overall energy, please. Remember, what do you have? M, what is that? Let me see. Bring it here. Let me see. Bring it here. Hang on a minute. I gotta see what she's chewing on. Let me see. Bring it here. Let me see. Come here. She's like, no, you're gonna take it. Okay, so you have the magician here. Show me the challenge. Yeah. Things feel unstable right now. Okay, listen, we had Uranus move into Taurus February 3rd. The rumblings are just getting started. Okay. And it's collective. So for anybody watching, where your focus should be is the 10 of Cups. Okay, this is your happiness. Focus on your happiness. Don't, this is like watching like a storm going on around you, but you're remaining very grounded. So I want to tell you to like focus on the good things that are going on in your life. Don't focus on what's shifting or what feels weird. I'm hearing you're going to land all right. Can you show me near future? Okay, 10 of Wands. All right, let's go back to this magician here. Show me the magician. Lord, these dogs are getting antsy. It's been raining a lot, so they've been kind of cooped up now. All right, so the Star and Death. Yeah, this may, absolutely have, especially if you asked for it, Laziza. If you asked for it, you might be, manifesting a shift in regard to your purpose. King of Cups. Oh, interesting. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, and the Tower. I think you're more worried about something. I think your emotions. Just make sure your emotions are in check so that you're not manifesting something you don't want to manifest. Okay. I know that, like, oh my God, but how am I going to do that? Right. Again, I think that's where this focusing on the good or really focusing on what you want in your life is really important right now. This is what you're calling in. Things are shifting and moving, and it's going to feel very destabilizing, but we need to be focused on they're showing me like a freaking, you're in the middle of a tornado right now. And things are like flying by. There's a reading I did that was like this. Catch and release. Laziza, go to, I think it was, just type in, I think it was on the former Aquarius and Company channel, type in catch and release. There's a thumbnail that says catch and release. You may want to watch that reading because I got the similar imagery. This isn't about you catching anything, okay? This is about noticing what's passing. Now this is about you, or that reading was. This is showing me you kind of looking through the chaos, right? The things that are passing toward what you want and calling that forward here. So I feel like there's something about a foundation that you have been experiencing for a period of time. I think that is definitely something shifting. Your emotions are certainly impacting your fears. So keep your emotions in check. Okay. I'm not worried about this 10 of Wands, to be frank with you. I know that looks maybe a little intimidating, but Yeah, there's definitely shifts. This is something that you're not going to be able to stop changes that are happening. There's going to be something that looks like maybe you don't have all the answers. There's something that seems like it's going to be coming to light. It hasn't yet. It might not come through till Leo season. Wait a minute. Wasn't somebody a Leo? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. This is you're going to have more clarity about a situation, friendship situation in Leo season. But I'm also getting that's not as late as Leo season. Shush. That seems earlier. Hang on a minute. Yeah, work. It's 8 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. You may not be staying where you are, or there's going to be some big change with work. I don't know I feel like there's something you don't know going on with work. I don't think you need to worry about that though, because it feels like you're going to land in like just exactly where you need to be. Okay. So I'm not worried about that. I don't see that for you. I do see something changing, but you don't need to be focused on that. That's why this flexible energy is here. This is about you riding the wave. Your fears are coming from your feelings, and you're manifesting from those feelings. So refocus here. Okay, y'all have to I can't hold 2 of you big monsters at the same time. You're going to have to go lay down. You're so needy. Excuse me. Can I have my Thank you. Show me the 10 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. I had to check on that. 2 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, 5 of Swords. Yeah, man. It's gonna look. It's probably you probably haven't seen the so-called worst of something yet. Okay. This is about you surrendering, because I see that you don't really have any control over anything that happens here, other than what you choose to focus on. We can freak out or we can manifest what we want. Okay, so I feel like you really need to, I'm not saying you're freaking out, but I'm seeing the emotions inciting fear, this kind of thing. So what I would tell you to do is ask your intuition for direction. Ask your intuition, your higher self, your guides, your assistant, your spiritual assistance team, okay? About what the next move is that you need to make. I feel like even if you don't have all the answers, I feel like the answer is going to come to you. Again, more clarity. I want to say something here between now and I feel like maybe it feels like 8 weeks. That's all I can tell you. It feels like within 8 weeks, there might be something that comes to fruition. Like you're going to have more information about something happening maybe with your work. Okay, that's just an intuitive download I'm getting. Count 8 weeks. I feel like by an 8 weeks time. All right, show me this 10 of Wands. 8 of Cups. That might be confirmation. 4 of Wands. Looks like you're going to be maybe working from home. I thought you already did that, but I don't know for sure. I don't recall for sure. This looks like you're putting some sort of plan or strategy together towards something new, and it looks like you're doing it from home. Now, the 10 of Wands in this case is work. You're going to be putting some work into something. This is not a scammering. Is that the right word? A frenzied energy. Okay. I don't think I used the right word there. This is not like a frenzy. You trying to hurry up and do something. This feels like this is what is present in my life for me to focus on and to cultivate. That's what I feel like this is. Now, it might be your creative juices are flowing. You might get some ideas that come through. There could be a strategy that you're putting into place, some sort of planning. Okay. You could have a vision for something. I feel like you're going to be noticing what stays within this, noticing what like is fixed, right? What's not moving away. Notice what stays is what I want to tell you. Okay. That's what I've got for you, babe. I hope that's helpful. I'll see you. Don't I see you like next Saturday? But I'll reach out. Let me put a thing to remind me to email you. Go lay down, T. Okay. All right. Let's see. I have Sarah next. Sarah. Is this the same Sarah from last week? I just heard that song again. Maybe it's just because of the name. All right, Sarah. And then I have Eubi. Hang on a minute. And Jane. Okay. All right, Sarah. Aw. Your baby passed away this week. Babe, I know how that feels. I am so sorry. Okay, I will do my best. Let's see here. Yeah, Laura, that's sometimes that happens because it's like collective energy that we're going through that I pick up too, you know? That's why I say like this is a collective thing. I can usually tell like if it's something everybody's dealing with, you know, just it's just kind of like in different ways. Okay. All right, Sarah, let me see what wants to come through about this. I'm really sorry to hear about that, my love. I know exactly how that feels, and I'm dreading the next time it happens. Ugh. Just thinking about it makes me like, when I think about Teeny passing away, I just freaking, then I think about Izzy passing away. Man, I mourn those harder than I mourn humans that, you know, that I've had in my life that have passed. I just see human passing differently. Yeah. Let's see what wants to come through for you. What message do you have for Sarah, please? What message do you have for Sarah? Five of Cups, that is literally mourning, grieving, sadness, loss. Deep in it here with the moon. Yeah, something coming to an end. That is heavy. Pay attention in your dream state. You may see something come through in dream state or be getting messages in dream state. Go lay down. 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 Stubborn, y'all. I say go lay down. You're not listening. I don't want to use my stern voice. You better go lay down. Go. You listen to that one. Go. Go lay down. You better go lay down. Hang on a minute. Go lay down. Go. 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 Good boy. Here comes Ember. Okay. I apologize. I'm curious of your animal's zodiac sign. I don't know if you're here, Sarah, but I feel like you're going to get a message in dream state. I'm also getting something about this Justice and Ace of Wands. So give me, look at that, 10 of Cups. Oh, interesting. I'm seeing the Rainbow Bridge here. Page of Swords. I'm getting some messaging coming through to you. Yeah. You're going to question it, but you're also going to be, there's something coming through in dream state. I feel like you're getting a message in dream state, or you will. It will happen. You're going to question it, but I think, but you're also going to know. It's going to be one of those like, that's crazy that happened. Was that a message? So there's a little bit of doubt there, but I also feel like you also know that it was. Okay. So pay attention to your dreams, or maybe make dreaming a priority. You can use crystals for that. Amethyst is great for that. Moonstone's great for that. Maybe like frequency for lucid dreaming. I feel like a message from your passed over loved one will come through in dream state. It may be with a family member, as a matter of fact. There may be like a family member that's crossed that shows up. It could even be a child. I don't know why I just saw that. It could be maybe not your child, but a young person or something. I think this is going to be a little, not really jarring for you, but I think you're going to like not believe it. But you're going to believe it at the same time. It's like having like a paranormal experience or something, in a way. Not paranormal, but yeah, I feel like you're going to have an understanding. You're going to have a knowing that something was an actual message, but I think you're going to have a hard time, like you're not going to be able to, you're going to have a hard time believing that happened. Okay. So he was a Capricorn. Teek's a Capricorn, and Teek won't leave me alone. Well, he's Capricorn Aquarius cusp, I should say. He's not full Capricorn, but he has a Capricorn in his chart quite a bit. Come here. Yeah, that's I was wondering if it was Capricorn because of Teek. That's so funny you say that. To pay attention. I also would say, like, make a point. Like, if you want to connect, make a point to try to do this through dream state, because I feel like it's going to show up. I feel like you're going to be a little dumbfounded by it. It's almost like seeing a ghost and then realizing you just saw a ghost, you know? But I feel like there's another person that's going to be there too, or that's going to have, they're going to be together is what I'm getting. Work on dream state, trying to connect through dream state. I see that you're really mourning right now. I see that you're really heavy in it. Okay. Also just want to highlight the wolves here. I'm hearing it's not over. It's not over. Okay. I feel like you're going to come away from this actually excited. I would work on trying to open yourself up as much as possible. We got a lot of Pisces energy. I feel like with all this energy going on with Pisces, we're in Pisces season. We've got all these outer planets moving out of Pisces into Aries. You know, all this energy. We have a Pisces new moon coming up. We got a Virgo full moon coming up on the 3rd. That might be a good time to do it, although that's the eclipse. But I would look into like how to really work with your dream state, and do some research into crystals, not just the ones I mentioned, but do some research into crystals that can assist with that. This might actually, okay, hang on a minute. This may prompt you to do more work like this. This may be actually part of like something that you're here to do. So this may be like a catalyst for that, I'm getting. Take it as you will. All right. Listen, let me go take care of the dogs, and then when I come back, I've got Eubi. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. All right, let me timestamp Eubi. They, of course, did not go. They need to go, which is why they keep getting me. But when they see that it's raining, Teak doesn't care. Ember usually doesn't care, but she's gotten to a point where she's like Teeny. Teeny is super prissy, believe it or not. She will not go when it's raining. Okay. All right, Eubi, I'm going to read your description here, babe. Eubi, I'm curious if we saw this happening in one of your other readings. So I'm going to do my best to, let me just look at these two people here in particular. Yeah. It's accurate about the masculine energy. Okay. The masculine energy is like smiling to people's faces, but there's something going on in the background. I feel like whatever you've heard is probably true. Not probably. I feel like it is true because they have clarity about something that is career related. Okay. Um, they also could just be looking for something with more money too. Okay. But they don't want to jeopardize their what they got going on now. Okay. So I do see that person is leaving. All right. As far as the feminine energy, show me the feminine energy, please. The Hermit. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Hang on, Eubi. Let me read this part again. Oh, this is the writing up I'm seeing. Okay. Does this need to be let go or work with it? Well, that's where we're at right now. Okay. I feel like she'd do better in another position. I feel like she'd do better in another position, but also I feel like you might be worried about how this makes you look. I definitely feel like she is, because this is like about like perfection. She may be keeping a lot of things to herself. I don't feel like she's like happy at all. I feel like she'd do better in another position. I feel like you're worried about, I know I've said this, but just bear with me. I feel like you're worried about how this might make you look. It's going to happen over time anyway. She'll be somewhere else, or this is going to happen over time, unfold over time with her. So it's going to happen anyway. You're asking about like making it work for her. We need to go with somebody else. I feel like, I mean, I don't know why we'd be, in other words, there's no need to prolong this because it ends up being somebody else at some point anyway. Does that make sense? Yeah. I think it's going to happen anyway. What's Yubi's guidance as far as handling this? The perfect opportunity for you and the helper to work on something together. So it feels like this might be putting you and maybe the helper in direct contact somehow, or more contact somehow, or somebody that's in maybe somebody, whoever's authority. It doesn't have to be the helper, but if it doesn't matter who it is, it feels like it puts you more in contact with the helper. Okay. I feel like that's purposeful. I feel like there's a purpose behind this all transpiring here. Let me just make sure it covered. You're looking at it like it's falling apart, but I think that you're looking at it that way is because you may feel like you're failing at something, and I think that that's not the case at all. Are things going to get better soon with this? We're going to have to make the changes that we're scared to make. We're going to have to make some decisions. Yeah, that we're scared to make. It looks like to go with the new, to go with something that's more aligned. I'm also hearing more willingness. It might be there might be not that it's one person, but there might be like a more bubbly energy. And also I'm getting, again, something with children. I know I picked that up a lot in your readings. 6 of Wands is a good deal. This, don't delay making decisions here, okay? This is like maybe a little bit of a test for you too, based off what we've been seeing coming up in your readings when we've been working together. But for the most part, I'm getting this is not a reflection of your ability, okay? And I think there's some of that you're struggling with here. But if you can like get on the ball and start making the decisions and start looking for the right fit, that's what matters. That's what's going to make something successful. Okay. The right fit. For a while now, this hasn't been the right fit. Okay. I hope that helps. All right. Feel free to email me and let me know, because I know you won't say anything on here. All right. I'll see you next week. All right. Brian, are you here? Let's see. Do whatever needs to be heard. Okie dokie, artichoke. Hang on a minute. I'm just gonna not do it. Okay. Timestamp. Okay. Pause. Let me turn this off. Stay. Everybody stay. You play. You're here. Okay, good. I will text you your timestamp. All right, show me for Brian, please. Show me for Brian. Ten of Swords. That is the overall. Death. Making something official. Making an ending official. Death. Where the focus needs to be, that's the challenge. The Hangman. Pisces. Show me near future. Justice. Show me the Ten of Wands. Show me the Ten of Wands. Strategically handling or avoiding. You'll know which it is for you. An ending. Eight of Cups. Six of Cups. I think you know what this is. If you look at that, I'll tell you what I'm getting, but I think I'm going to give you a minute to look at it. Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups, which children. So this might be, I feel like it's both strategic and avoidance. And we know why. Okay. Show me death. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you might, the challenge is making it official. Okay. Making something official, or officially like getting the ball rolling on death. Okay. The transformation. You may hope that we can work together toward a common goal. But with the Three of Swords here, like there's something about mutuality, but the Three of Swords tells me maybe you know that's not how something would be. They keep pulling me to this Oracle deck, so I'll look at that in a second. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Four of Wands. I think moving through the actual process of this is, you know, is not going to be easy. Okay. Even if we give somebody everything that they want. They keep pulling me to this. Breathe. Building blocks. Okay, so this is going to be a process. Again, I pick up strategy, but also avoidance, no place like home. I feel like you're trying to keep something intact here. Trying to figure out how to keep something intact. This is going to be a process. I feel like you already know that, though. Show me the Hangman, please, where the focus needs to be. Show me where the focus needs to be. Ten of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Swords. Ten of Cups. There's what I'm getting, and I'm not sure exactly, I'll see if I can't pull it out, but what I'm getting is there's a certain way to handle something that can have a positive there's a certain way to handle it is what I'm seeing. Maybe a unique way to go about it. It's like seeing a different way. Can you show me what that looks like? Six of Swords. I feel like you're going to be there's going to be accusations that aren't logical is what I'm getting. They're not logical accusations. I think you already know something is not going to be easy, but I also feel like you doing something very cleanly with integrity. Doing this with integrity, and I know you will, I already know you will, but doing something from a deep place of integrity is really going to help the other side of the aisle here see some things about themselves that they need to see. This is, I don't know if I've told you this before, I'm having a deja vu moment, but in some of your other readings or something, but I'm feeling like this is also a catalyst for this individual. Ten of Wands. Four of Wands again, home, family, marriage. There's something important here about, there is a way to go about this that is unconventional that I feel like maybe you haven't seen quite yet. I just want to say it may involve distance. I feel your hesitation here because of how Pentacles. How someone's going to take this. It looks like this. It looks like you having nothing and someone having everything. And it's almost like you, you proving through sacrifice is how that's coming through. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but proving something through sacrifice. Your sacrifice. But I also feel like there's something here that you need to be aware of around compromising yourself and overgiving, or not. I'm hearing recognizing your inherent worth. There's maybe something that you're working on, healing around that. Show me justice. Knight of Cups, Chariot, the Moon. Wow, the Sun. This is going to come through some work for you. You're going to be proving it through your work, through sacrifice, apparently. I feel like how you handle this helps to wake a person up to some issues that they carry. It's like you're unwavering here. And you're showing somebody that their fears are like unwarranted, unneeded, unnecessary. Okay? And I feel your like consistency. I feel your you're being like this lighthouse, like an anchor. Because you're doing something, you're carrying out this process. You know what the something is. You're carrying out this process. I'm hearing flawlessly, but there's something about like how you handle this, how you responsibly carry this. I'm telling you, it's going to impact more than what you think. You're like, by doing it that way, you're feeling good about how you're doing it. So you're not struggling with a decision you made. But I also see that you, like this consistency and this responsibility and carrying what you're carrying here with integrity helps healing. It's like somebody seeing the error of their way, like that these accusations that I'm picking up are like false. You're maintaining some sort of anchor here is what I'm getting. Okay. I hope that helps. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. Thank you, Brian. I hope it was helpful. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Who's next? Marquis? Marquis? Let me see. I'm going to read. Let me put a thing up here. Okay. I gotcha. General. Okay, gotcha. All right, Marquis. Are you in the chat at all? Brian, I hope that helped. Okay, show me for Marquis. Excuse me. Did I put your timestamp? I didn't. Let me put your timestamp. Okay. Show me for Marquis, please. Show me for Marquis. And then last I have Jane. If I'm missing anybody, shoot me a message. Okay, 10 of Swords. Three of Cups. You might find yourself in like a new soul group or new people, or maybe there's a group of people that aren't really your friends or sorry. I don't know where that's coming from. Wait a minute. Probably because it's been like 60 degrees and then all of a sudden it's back down to 30s and snowing again. Get some water. All right. So you have the sun and where your focus needs to be. Show me near future. You are here. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. And the King of Pentacles. All right, let's go back to this 10 of Swords. Show me this 10 of Swords. What is this 10 of Swords here? All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles can be things related to like what things that we manage, the duties that we carry, you know, like household duties, and it can be motherhood, how we care for ourselves, like how we manage money. It could be many, many things, but I see Chariot here and I'm seeing the Ace of Wands. I'm wondering if you're feeling like you want new energy around you. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to go see something different, be somewhere different, experience something different. It could come like after like an ending of some kind or something you know is wrapping up. This could also be about where you're going between the ending of something and the beginning of something else. Let me look at this Three of Cups and see what this has to say. I may come back to this. Show me this Three of Cups. I think you need like a new environment is how this is coming through. Maybe you're aware of this. Yeah, there's something here that I'm getting like same thing, different day, same people, different day, same people, same issues. There's something like this. I don't know exactly what it pertains to, but it could have to do with a group of people. Maybe like a dating pool if you're open to dating, or I don't know if you're married or not. And the Two of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're needing a change. I feel like you need a change of you, a change of environment, change of something. I don't know if it's a change of home. Maybe it's a change of job. I feel like you're desiring some like excitement in your life, or like you're ready for the good stuff, you know? Show me more about this Chariot and Ace of Wands, please. I think something's stale. And I think, yeah, you could have gone through an ending. There could have been something where there was a lot of interference, some jealousy. I don't know. Seems like you were dealing with something. I don't know if it's over yet. It feels like it is. Or you're right on the brink of something being over and done, moving away from something being ended with the Ten of Swords. It may not have been a pretty ending either. Okay, so that's what this Ace of Wands is, this so-called quest for something new. All right. I feel like you don't want to go through that again, whatever that was. You probably don't want to experience, you know, old energy. So I feel like this might be a change of environment for you. That might be a little difficult. Again, maybe there's something about the dating pool. Okay. Or, you know, maybe you're trying to meet somebody or something like that. But I think there's a choice that needs to be made that may not be necessarily an easy choice, or one maybe even that we didn't think we needed to make. All in the name of having a new experience. So there is like some sort of decision or choice that's going to need to be made. I feel like you don't really know what that is yet. You're still maybe working on aligning with that or figuring out what that is. Okay, I see strength. I just wanted to 6 of Wands, yeah. This is going to be a choice that you feel good about. That's going to be a clue as to what it is. Again, you may not know what that is yet because the 7 of Cups being in the challenge, that it could be a little cloudy for you. You know, maybe you got a lot of things on your mind that you could do or that you want to experience. Just make sure that whatever it is, like make a list and then maybe pick out the priorities. Maybe pick out one that doesn't take much effort, you know, a path, an experience, whatever it is. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. And then maybe work toward one that does take a lot of effort. Maybe it's planning like, you know, the longest trip of your life. You know, maybe it's a place you want to plan to go that you've never been to. Maybe you want to live there. Maybe this is about you exploring where you want to live. I just see that there's movement associated with this, and it could be a move or travel. I feel like that's supported. I feel like that would do you some good, but it may just be a matter of you figuring out where that is, where to. I'm curious. I'm just gonna toss this out there because I'm getting it somewhere tropical. It could be some sort of tropical environment. Let me see where your focus needs to be. We see the Sun card here. I'm spot on. Okay, good deal. Show me the Sun. I'm getting a lot of Sun energy. There could also be like maybe there's a summer trip. I don't know if you have a summer trip that's already planned, but there could be. I feel like this is about a place you always wanted to go or a place that you want to live. Maybe you decide you want to live there. I feel like you can do it. I feel like you can do it. All right, so 10 of Cups. I'm telling you, I'm getting something like, I don't know, somewhere tropical. I don't know if that means anything to you. I don't know if that's somewhere you end up or something like that. I'm just seeing like exotic things, exotic like foliage. The Lovers. This is this is connected to what really resonates with you and something that you've always wanted to do or a place you've always wanted to go. Something about it, like it brings you alive again. I'm going to tell you I'm just going to tell you what I heard earlier because it's coming back up. Sometimes I wait because sometimes I don't know if it's like interference from the previous reading, especially when I'm just like first starting another reading. So I'll wait to see if it comes back. But I heard like Stella got her groove back. Exhale. I'm seeing things like that. So I don't know, like, again, I don't know what this 10 of Swords is associated with, but I definitely feel like you absolutely don't want to experience that again, whatever it is. And now this is about like you being happy, you doing things for you. I'm telling you, there's something about a new environment here. Okay. Show me this King of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. This is near future energy, 6 of Cups. And the Fool. You got a lot of good coming to you, okay? But I do feel like this is about you putting yourself in a new environment. Okay? Maybe consider, you know, I don't know if you can't stand where you live. Maybe you love where you live. If you love where you live, this might just be a trip, you planning a trip, but I think you might change your mind. I feel like if you are going on a trip, you might move to wherever you go, or you're going to do some traveling to find out where you want to go. There's something like this. Yes, Virginia has been tugging at my heartstrings. Never been, well, I live here, so I got some answers. But it's something about it that feels like a calling. Yeah, I'll tell you, I see a lot of tropical energy, so I don't know if that resonates with you at all. And I'm hearing don't settle either. I heard don't settle. I feel like there could be a person in this new environment, this new atmosphere that you're stepping into that is going to be significant, important to you. It's somebody who is aligned with you on a soul level. You've probably had a past life with this person. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like just like a business partner. It could be a new friend. If it's it could turn into something romantic if it starts as friends. It's a whole new experience, which is what you're trying to manifest here. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful, my love. You do need to be, what's going to make you happy. This is about you making yourself happy now. I don't know what you've been through, but Ten of Swords is never pretty. All right, let me see. I've got Jane next. Now, if anybody's here, let me just refresh again because I don't think I refreshed a couple times. And if I'm missing, if I happen to be, shouldn't be, but if I happen to be missing anybody, I'll make sure you're taken care of. But if you're here and I haven't called your name, get my attention in the comments. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let me just refresh one more time. I'm going to be doing this next week, either next week or the 8th. I'll let you guys know. Probably next week because I have a lot of free time next week. Yep. Jane's my last one. Last but not least. All right, let me read your thing. Up, just general. Good deal. Okay. All right, we good? Yeah, I don't know. If you have any questions, email them to me and I'll do my best to answer them for you as far as this place. Virginia is for lovers, as they say. Okay. All right, Jane, general reading. Excuse me. All right, Jane, are you here? Let me know if you're here. Oh, timestamp. 3 hours and 15 seconds. All right. Show me for Jane, please. General energy for Jane. You're welcome, Mar. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. You have the Empress. Ten of Swords and the challenge. Gosh. Ten of Pentacles, where your focus needs to be. I don't know if anything's going on with money or finances or stability or anything like that. That does seem to be, it's either things are good, but they could improve. And this might be about improving that area. Or this could be, I just see that's Ten of Swords in the challenge. Maybe there's some difficulty going on there and that's why we need to focus on it. So let me just see. Near future. Ace of Swords. Okay. Let's go back to this Empress here. Show me the Empress, please. Show me this Empress energy. Yeah, you'll notice in all the towns here that there's signs that say love. All the little towns say love. There's like structures and whatever. The land that loves to tax you for everything. So keep that in mind. Jane, it feels like something might be going on when it comes to like maybe you want to grow and you feel like you can't, where there's some sort of limitation. You might be doing some research to see, yeah, how to improve something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it might be your finances or I just feel like you're wanting to grow. And I feel like you may feel like there's some sort of limitation. And you might be trying to figure out how to maneuver past or through that limitation. to burst through the limitation. I don't necessarily feel like there's anything necessarily wrong. I don't know if you have. Let me just look at this Ten of Swords because I feel like this plays a role. Show me. Bernice, is this for you? Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Did you give me a different name, or is this? I thought I saw Jane earlier. You're not the same person, right? Okay, Queen of Swords, Four of Cups. I feel like there's, I don't know how long ago this was, but Jane, there's something here that's happened, okay? That I don't know how long ago. I feel like maybe you wish it could have been different. There may be like I don't know if you've turned off your feelings, or you just look at something very logically now. Okay, I was just making sure. Thanks, Bernice. Jane is Aria. Y'all gotta stop doing that to me. Let me see. I met a guy. Okay, gotcha. I don't know that that's what I'm picking up, but I'll see what comes through. Show me more. Oh, may I ask this person? May I ask this person's zodiac sign? I'm hearing Gwen Stefani. I'm just a girl. Jeez. Do you I wonder, I'll just ask you a question here. I wonder if you feel some I don't know if you feel insecurity around like your finances or something. I don't think you, unless something is going on with that and there's, it's not, I don't necessarily see that you're struggling financially, but I don't know if you feel like you need more, or I feel like you're trying to figure out how to grow more. That's how it feels to me. Okay. In the overall energy. But the challenge that I'm seeing is that I don't know if there's some ending that you've experienced. Okay. Completion to something that I feel like you might have turned a little cold from this, or you just see everything logically now. You just try to be logical about everything. But that might keep you closed off. So I want to say that, like, if you are trying to grow, let's say you're trying to, I don't know, build your financial profile, okay? It's not just about the money. It's about like you living from this energy of abundance in your life, right? But I feel like there could be something where there's disconnect there. The limitation as far as this thing that you need to be expanding past, or that you have a desire to expand past. Again, you might be looking into this. You might be waiting for some information on how to do that. I don't know what the limitation is, but I do see the desire to grow, to move past something, or to move through something here. I feel like your focus is on that. I feel like this very logical kind of energy that I'm picking up is, that might be like your primary objective here, or that's just the only thing that you can count on is focusing on yourself. It's like you only trust yourself. So I feel like it might be preventing you from being able to open up a little more. I will say that. You might find it hard to see a future with a person in general, not just this person that you've met, but just like a future in general. You may not even have gone that far yet, but there's something about it. It would be very difficult to see a future with anybody in any situation here, okay, connecting with any kind of connection, you might find it hard to do that because of some other ending that you've had that made you very logical. That's how this is coming through. Show me this 10 of Pentacles where your focus needs to be. Tower, Death, Lovers. Okay, I need to know a little more about this person. Let me just see this person because I feel like that may be what this is. Show me this. Are you confused about this? How did you guys meet? Like, what's the situation? You talking? Have you been on a date? Like, give me some information on this situation here. Did it spontaneously show up? This is about you opening yourself up because I feel like it's this hard to like see a future. I think whatever this past 10 of Swords is needs to be addressed because I don't know if something popped up unexpectedly. There is long-term potential with this. I will tell you that. I feel like too, like I don't know that you really know what to do with this, or like I need some feedback. I don't know that you know what to do with this, but it's because of whatever this energy is that put you in this very logical state of being. It's not a bad thing, but I just feel like you don't want any more disappointments, okay? Or you don't want to experience another disappointment. And so I feel like you kind of keep yourself a little protected. But this might be something you want to open up to here. Show me this Ace of Swords. Oof. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. 9 of Swords. Show me this 9 of Swords. Yeah, I think you're afraid of being hurt, and I think you might try to run from something. I think this person's gonna show up supportively, or the right person. I'll put it that way. It may not be this person you've met because he has a young son and I never had children. I gotcha. Okay. I feel like answer this for me? Did this spontaneously show up on the scene, just like out of nowhere? Did it feel out of nowhere or very happenstance in a way? Because if that is the case, then I feel like this is something you want to pay attention to. I think you might have a tendency to run, but I think that's because you're afraid of being hurt. I think it's because of this past situation that I'm picking up here. Okay. Yeah, then I would say this has potential, but it's you that needs to work on opening yourself up. I feel like you're kind of laser focused on like growing, which isn't a bad place to be. But I would of course, if anything like crazy shows up that you know is toxic or unhealthy, you know what to do. But I don't see that that's how this is going to go. If you open yourself up to the idea of this. I feel like this person is I don't think this person's playing games. They may not even like playing games. All right, 5 of Swords. Yeah. Yep. This person doesn't just take like themselves into consideration. Did you say this person had a child? He said he has a young son. So yeah, I feel like this person makes decisions with their child in mind too. They're not gonna, they don't want any games. I'm not seeing that. Not that you are playing games, but this person may perceive your lack of openness to this as like, a reason it can't work out or it wouldn't work out. Okay. So yeah, if this showed up spontaneously, I feel like this is I feel like I want to tell you that this is a gift. The expansion that you're trying to make in your life, this may be the answer to that. It seems like some kind of gift to you. I'm hearing you're the right one for the job. Whatever that means. You're the right one for the job. You're the right one for the position. But I think this is really about you letting go of something of the past that, again, has created this energy of maybe detachment, or just it doesn't even really, I mean, it is detachment, but there's very logical energy that I feel like you're in, and it doesn't leave a lot of room for um emotional space. Okay, be careful with this, because I feel like this has a real chance at being something worth your time. Okay, all right. Did I miss anybody? I will get timestamps up as soon as I'm off and can spend some time typing them. Did I miss anybody? I really enjoy doing this for you guys. So spend time with you guys. For those of you that feel like you need it, make that available, since I don't offer readings like this really anymore, the way I used to anyway. Okay. Yeah, of course. Thank you. All right, my loves, I'm going to hop off. I got somewhere to be here shortly, and it's going to take me a minute to get ready. So I'm sending you guys a lot of love. I'll see you throughout the week. If you're here watching, I did the all signs. It was on Collapse Codes Origins for this week's energy. So go check those out. I did put timestamps in the comment section. But I look forward to seeing you guys again and throughout the week in the readings. Lots of love to you guys. Have a beautiful day. Take care.